Hi, this is Scott Garibay. I got an interesting one for you today. Excuse me. Has Wizards of the Coast already signed off on exactly what I'm saying? That that Dungeons and Dragons is not a game, but it actually is a human improvement engine. You're like, wait, what? Scott never. Wizards of the Coast never said that. Listen to the evidence. All right, here we go. All right. So the evidence is in season 2 of Stranger Things. All right, so here we go. All right, let's get there. First of all, D&D is Stranger Things. Stranger Things is D&D. They are one and the same. That became a reality the moment they published a box set that allows you to play Dungeons and Dragons, specifically recognizing and utilizing the party of Stranger Things, right? So saying D&D and Stranger Things are merged, that's not an exaggeration, it's a reality, okay? The product exists, and that means Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons, has signed off, in my humble opinion, on Stranger Things, right? They're like, hey, yeah, we know what's in the show, we're cool with it, right? Listen to what they say in season 2 of Stranger Things. All right, so let's talk about the party, okay? What is the party? The party is the friend group, Whale DM, Will, Lucas, Dustin, Mike, and Mike attaches 11 as a member of the party, okay? In season 2, episode, I think it's episode 3, okay? And he says it's either episode 2 or episode 3. He says, he actually talks to Mad Max, and he says, we don't need you, right? First of all, everybody trying to get in the party now, right? He goes, we don't need you. We already have our party, right? And he says the following. He says, I, Mike, am the paladin. Dustin is our bard, okay? Lucas is our ranger. Will is our cleric. And L, short for 11, is our mage, right? I hear you. I'm intercepting you. You're like, Scott, he's just talking about their roles in the game. First of all, Mike is the dungeon master, okay? So why is he saying he's a paladin, right? Well, I'll tell you why. He's not talking about the game. He's talking about real life, right? And you know how I can prove that? 11, L, never played D&D with them to this point, ever. Right? So when he says she's their mage and she's in the party, he's talking about them IRL, right? In real life. He's saying we've already mixed D&D and IRL, and you know what we do? We craft and forge our friendship with it. We make, and at this point, Dustin has already reconciled Lucas and Mike when they got into a physical fight, right? And he had used their experience and their experience and their forged friendship, their rules for the party, which were clearly mixed between the real game and IRL, right? So in Mike's mind, there is no difference between Dungeons and Dragons IRL and Dungeons and Dragons in the game. They are the same. And he doesn't question that Dungeons and Dragons is used to make himself better as a person. For Mike, it's far more than a game. And this new friend that he has incorporated into the party, which is real at the table and real beyond the table, right? So Mike has clearly confused IRL. He's not confused. He has conflated, right? He has combined and said, this is not a game for us, right? When I get a new friend and I don't even count them as a friend. They're a member of the party, and I assign them their Dungeons and Dragons role immediately. Because for me, Dungeons and Dragons isn't a game. It is a life map. It is a life path. It is reality. That's what Mike says. And Wizards of the Coast signed off on it with an official product and with continued support and connection to Stranger Things. I've been saying it for 2 years, and I get no end of grief in the comments saying, no, Scott, no. Don't you see that they're separate? Does Wizards of the Coast even know it's separate? There's evidence they don't. That's evidence. I just presented it to you, right? Like, come at me in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think, right? I think this is strong evidence that Wizards of the Coast understands exactly what I'm saying. The Carrie guy, in my humble opinion, I think Wizards of the Coast knows now, right? The Carrie Gygax did not build a game. He built a human improvement engine, which is surging forward the intellectual evolution of humanity. That's my humble opinion. What's yours? Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing and have a wonderful millennium.